have a senior day when you were at Rhode Island?
Yeah, but it wasn't like, it was nobody in there. It was only my mom and my stepdad, so.
So does it feel like that you're being went far?
Yeah, I'm excited, just to have everybody in the crowd and, just share that moment with my family. So, like, that would be exciting.
Facts. A couple of days ago, I think after the Penn State game, you mentioned how Maryland feels like home to you. What about this program or what about the school has made it feel like home?
Mostly just the relationships I built over time. Coach Manning, me and him have a really tight relationship. Larry Brown is one of the people that I talk to a lot, and that was his coach in college. So, we already had that little connection, but, over time we just built like a really strong bond. And, Dante, he's like my brother. I've been with him for, it feels like all my life. And I knew Hakeem growing up and Eric. So, like, just that whole family environment, we're like brothers, we enjoy being around each other. We have fun. It really feels like home. It's going to be hard leaving here.
Can you talk a little bit about what it means to you to be having the performance like you had last game with Eric and now to have senior day together tomorrow? Just yelling at each other for results.
Yeah, I'm just happy that everybody was just enjoying themselves. The joy that we had in the locker room, I don't think we had that in a long time. So, just seeing everybody smile, seeing Coach Manning happy and the coach staff happy because I know they've been stressing. It was just a great feeling.
Does it remind you of what you guys are capable of? And as you get, hey, it's March 1st, now is the time, right, where these stories, they can happen.
Yeah.
Talk about that, feel that?
Yeah, so somebody just came up to me and told me, like, oh, that was a great upset. And in my mind, it's not really an upset because we're really good players in that locker room over there. So it's kind of hard to hear the upset word, but I guess in the NCAA, I guess that is considered an upset. But, the talent that we have around here and, what we're capable of, I don't consider that an upset.
It seems like this is a year where nobody on the outside would have blamed you guys if it had all just kind of fallen apart.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys as players keep that from happening and now playing kind of your best?
Yeah, it's been difficult. It's been a long, 2-3 months, and like I said, we're all brothers, so like we'll come in there, we'll ask each other, are they okay for that day? Like, we see each other down, we go up to them, just talk to them, like, Pablo's going through certain things, and, everybody's got his arm around him. So, it's kind of easy to go through things with family. And I feel like this group that we have in there is family. So, we've been going through it, but we've been fighting, and we've been staying together, and we all love each other. So.
Pat, you mentioned Pablo. What are you guys doing to kind of rally around him and support him, specifically over the last week?
Yeah, we go and check up on him, all times of night and throughout the day, even when we're not in here, go to his room, just make sure he's okay, going through certain things like that is just, you just never know, like, how somebody's mental is. So we're just making sure that, first and foremost, his family's okay, and then, he's doing good mentally.
These last couple of games, I think you're averaging 21, 22 points a game, and just obviously with senior day tomorrow, winding down. Do you feel like you kind of had to put these kind of performances together? Do you feel like it just kind of all naturally came together?
Yeah, I just think it's a natural thing. I just felt like we needed some momentum going into the Big Ten tournament, and I'm just doing everything possible for our team to win. And one game it might be 5 points, and I'm okay with that as long as we result in a win. I think all the other guys feel the same way. Just sacrifice for anything for the W.
How sore were you after Sunday's game?
The day after the game is brutal for me. I put everything I got into the game, so that next day is kind of like hard to get up. I roll out of bed, certain things like that. But and the next day I'll get on a trainer, work on some certain things, and then that next day I'll be ready. Yeah.
How important is the confidence from the last few games heading into this final stretch of the conference tournament?
You can say it again, I'm sorry.
How important is the confidence the team has in yourself heading into the final stretch of the conference tournament?
No, it's extremely important. I feel like that the last game we just played against Ohio State, gave us tremendous confidence. We didn't just win by, a nail biter, 1 or 2. We kind of handled the game the whole way, and I feel like that's important going into the Big Ten tournament. Gaining some momentum like that.
What have you guys seen? What have you heard about Minnesota?
Their guards are really talented and aggressive. I think they got two guys averaging around like 16 or 17 points in their guard position. So, you know, we just, as guards, we're going to have to, you know, be in the gaps, help each other, and then collectively guard them.
The confidence that was just mentioned, do you feel like that's kind of similar from what happened in Purdue, even though it was a loss, like you guys were involved obviously against the top 5 team in the country? Do you think that moment there was kind of like you guys started feeling a collective confidence?
Yeah, I would agree with that. You know, we did that without, you know, one of our best players, without Eric Ayala, and you know, I feel like that game gave other guys confidence to like, oh, we could play in this. You know, Xavier had a pretty good game, and you know, Ian gave us a spark off the bench. So, you know, those guys gaining confidence, you know, at this certain time is very important to our team.
And just like from a leadership standpoint, how has Eric like helped this guy? For someone who's been here the longest out of everyone, how has he like helped in this leadership from a leadership standpoint? So to see like throughout doing that coaching transition.
Yeah, you know, he's been, you know, everything to us as leaders. He's been here, like you said, all 4 years, so he knows what it means to put on that Maryland uniform more than anybody. And, you know, he's been expressing that to us, you know, how hard we got to compete, not just for us, but for the people that, you know, play here before us. And, you know, putting on that Maryland uniform is a privilege, and he's expressed that to us, you know, tons of times. And I feel like we're starting to get it, you know, especially after that 2002 team came in here, you know, we felt their presence, and, you know, putting on this Maryland uniform is definitely a privilege.